Hey guys, welcome to our podcast, the first one called Thinking Out Loud.
So this podcast is something that we thought it would be a nice project to start. We always talk about random projects or random ideas that
Yes, sir.
are in our top of our head, and we have debates or conversations about them.
All the time.
So why not do it in a podcast?
Yeah, why not record it and maybe you guys can listen to it and maybe relate? Like, those late night talks that everyone has.
100%. And maybe you guys can give us feedback, different perspectives, different ideas. Maybe you guys want to join too. Who knows?
Yeah, for sure. And don't say that right now. Like, comment, or subscribe because we are not doing that.
No, this is our first. We have no idea what we're doing, really. We've tried so many times.
Yeah, we just recorded a whole podcast and forgot to turn on the mic. And we recorded through my laptop's audio and it wasn't clear, so this is our second try. So here we are.
Bear with us here.
Yeah, for sure. So I was thinking yesterday, I was on Twitter and I saw this really interesting news. Like they cloned a ferret because it was going extinct. So it got me like thinking about cloning and like how we perceive cloning.
That's an amazing topic too. Like I was always very interested in biology and genetics. Cloning is definitely top there. Like I know Dolly the sheep was the first, and since then they had numerous research. Then they banned it because of ethics, and now they're doing.
I mean, for me personally, they banned it. That was the worst part because you could have had fucking dinosaurs by now, man. If they didn't ban it, come on.
True, but the research was more going towards cloning humans, and that's where the ethic issue came in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't need any more humans in this world. Like, what are we at? Like 7 billion now?
Yeah, somewhere around there. I wouldn't say we don't need any more, but
no, we don't need any more. We got too many.
But yeah, definitely, if they did the research more towards for scientific purposes, cloning dinosaurs, mammoths, and so on. There's definitely an interest there. There's definitely seeing something new on Earth.
I think like cloning changed in a way like how we think it. Like I'm sure you guys think of cloning like what we talked about, like humans or like freaking mammoths or dinosaurs.
Yeah,
but, like,
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, who doesn't want Jurassic Park, right? But like I think cloning went down to a little bit more of a like food wise. Like there's plants that are genetically engineered.
The industry has gone massive on cloning, and obviously also genetic improvements. Like they just change the seed, but they also take the best part of different, let's say oranges. They find the genetic code for oranges,
the perfect one, and then they reproduce
as
that
a seed and the copy
orange.
it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so in that sense, like I think for every average person like us, we think of cloning as like Jurassic Park, this, but like it has very deep connection to what we do on a regular basis. Like as we talked about, 7 billion people need to be fed every day.
Yes, and cloning is a major part of it, right?
Cloning is a very big part, right? And yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like now there's meats as well. Like they're cloning meat. Like you can buy a perfect steak.
I agree. Like how much cows or other animals would you be able to have? Like grow them throughout the whole maturity phase, while humans are eating them on a daily basis by thousands, if not more. So I don't think there's enough animals over there to satisfy our consumption.
Yeah, for sure.
Without cloning.
Now think about all the chickens, man. Think about all the chickens.
Chickens are a special breed.
They're probably slaughtered by the millions every day.
Yeah,
that's so sad. But at the same time, I love chicken. Like I can't live without.
It's funny. From the 50s, they have trained. Well, they have crossbred chickens in order to make them the fat chickens they are today. Before they were like
the chubby
lean
boys,
yeah,
the big boys.
Now it's just like all fat.
Oh yeah, meat. For sure. Yeah, no, chickens like that. That's like selective reproduction kind of situation. Right?
That's not really cloning. It's but it's interesting in its own right.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like, yeah, like even if you think about it in the past, right? Like when we were like in the early stages of human evolution, when we were just like wanderers, we came together and started growing a certain type of plant. And then we were like, okay, because this plant is so good, we're going to keep using this plant. And then slowly
Yeah, that's part of agriculture altogether.
Yeah,
They definitely like
that's
probably
kind of
found the
selective in
best.
its own right as
Yes,
well, right?
they always selected the best fruit, the one that looked the nicest, tasted the best, and they used the seeds for that
Yeah,
for the next
I
season.
think the best one that I was watching this documentary on was dogs,
Dogs. Oh yeah, makes
right?
sense. Yeah.
So like they came from wolves, and now look at them, they're like cute puppies. That's literally our intervention. Humans did that.
Exactly, like
That's
dogs
scary.
are not supposed to be as tiny as we see them.
Yeah, there's like maybe
They're a handful. Like
they
there's
literally
dogs that are really
are.
a handful.
Yeah, I don't know why I just thought about like Paris Hilton, her dog. Don't tell me how I know this, but it was a really tiny dog. Like she can literally fit it in her purse, and that's not natural. I don't think that's natural.
No, it isn't. That's why a lot of dogs that are crossbred also have genetic defects, but maybe they overcome them later on with further crossbreeding.
Yeah, but like I don't know. But that's what I was thinking about cloning as well. In the future, if I want a certain type of dog, can I just go to the vet and be like, hey, I need this kind of cloning? And now let me up the stakes as well. What if I want a kid? And can you edit the genetic code there and then have this kid with blue eyes and perfect like whatever?
I think those are two different things. Like for the dog, if you can find it from a catalog of a dog that existed that looks the way that you like it,
Yeah.
and it has its genetic code there, you can probably take
No,
that
but like say
and
the
copy
dogs
it.
that are extinct,
Yeah, like oh no, what?
right?
No,
Like,
you need to have the genetic code in order to do cloning. So you definitely need to have a dog that lived or is living. Take some genetic code and then reproduce it. So if you have a dog in mind,
yeah.
and even if it comes instinct later, and you have
There's only
genetic code,
one guy there, and then you can take that. genetic
yeah,
code.
everyone can have the same guy effectively because cloning is the reproduction of the same guy. Whereas what you were talking about the kid,
Yeah.
that is different. That's you are taking different
You're
DNA.
editing the DNA,
Exactly.
basically, right? But that's kind of cloning. Like cloning is all DNA based.
And true. I mean, there's probably a little bit of
That's
RNA as
freaking,
well.
you know.
Yeah, there's a lot more to a human than a DNA. I think definitely RNA is pretty big out there
Yeah.
that they're presenting it now. I think that's also going to be part of if you're going to be cloning a human child and editing him the way that you want it.
Yeah, I'm sure they're doing something along those lines in China, but I don't know. I have read that they're actually like you can tweak a little bit of things right now.
Yes, there was a scientist, I don't remember his name, that came out. He was talked internationally, and because he technically went against the ban that's international about editing on humans, he edited, I think it was twins. So there was the twin embryo, and he did something with CRISPR or whatever in order to change the way that they looked.
Oh, wow.
Or they don't know if it has any effects in their lifespan because it's literally a very, very new topic.
New topic, yeah. That's scary though. Imagine if you can do it and it's legal. Every kid's gonna be smart. Every kid's gonna not have like it has its ups and downs.
I mean, it's not gonna be smart because now, if everyone is smart, the average of being smart changes.
But yeah, no, I get that. But now, if everyone is smart, the civilization will go in like it would get more technology, it would get more research done in a faster pace than what we have now. Think about 20 Einsteins instead of one. Right? You can have that. If you can edit like, you know.
This is a different topic because I was discussing this with one of my cousins.
Yeah.
We were talking about in America how there is too many people that are intellectuals, but not enough job to supply them.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of upset feelings towards those individuals, and the economy is not going where it is. The overall sentiment on the country is sad because there's people with unfulfilled potential. Yeah. So now if you have genetic modifications on humans,
they're gonna be the pick ones.
Everyone's gonna be so smart, and you're still gonna need certain jobs that need to be fulfilled that require more brain power.
I'm not saying everyone's gonna be smart, but like obviously it's gonna come with a price tag, right? It's not like you're gonna just go. You're gonna have to spend the money.
I think when probably there's enough automation out there to replace a lot of jobs that we don't like.
Man,
or
that's some scary shit. Like,
probably not in our lifetime. Probably not in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Having a kid that's smart, it still has to grow.
It still has to grow, yeah.
Unless you are then cloning yourself,
and then you can,
but editing some genes to make a smarter version of yourself.
Okay, so if I'm cloning myself, would that be me?
No.
I don't think so.
I mean, it would be you up to that point, but then from that point, it's no longer you because it's looking through different eyes, taking different experiences.
Yeah, but then there's also like some things that you get genetically, right? Like the way you think, the way... That's a little bit of... It comes from your parents, or like... You know when you say, he's so much like your dad, or he's so much more like your mom.
Right, but if they take everything 100% from you...
Yeah.
And they clone it... I guess if they don't put the memories in it, it's definitely not you. But if they can transplant all your memories as well into that genetic copy, then after that point, he would be you. But then after that point, he's no longer you, because here you are thinking for yourself, and then you see another version of yourself thinking about himself.
That's like a twin then, basically. He's doing his own thing.
Exactly.
Here, nature provides. Nature provides the answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so back to cloning, I guess. Imagine like if they didn't ban it.
If they didn't ban it, there would be a lot of unethical research. There would be a lot of humans out there that look exactly the same. I think the first thing
that would have happened in regards to that would have been, it would have been militarized somehow.
100%.
There would have been a weapon somewhere, like something like...
Identity fraud. Imagine how much of that. You send somebody, it's like, we caught this guy. It's like, no, here he is.
Yeah.
And because they look the same, but they're not the same.
That's game over.
Just identity fraud, credit cards, whatnot.
And then they will have like personal questions that they already have. Yeah. And so my friend here brought some alcohol here because this was our first and we were a little bit nervous, like what are we going to talk about? And I'm pretty sure we're befooling ourselves as we speak right now, because you're probably hearing this, you're like, what are you talking about?
It is late night talk between friends. It's not supposed to be, we're not experts in this, right? This is something that we've accumulated from our experience, as anyone does when they talk themselves.
Yeah, just think about like late nights talk with your friends, and when you're just sitting there and you're just talking about some random stuff, and then next morning you're going to be like, why did I just spend 4 hours talking about plants? Or something like that, right?
I think this time it was supposed to be cloning, but yeah, we did cover plants, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
And steak.
Yes, steak.
Now I'm hungry.
Oh yeah. Oh, by hungry, I cooked food today.
Oh, nice.
But I don't know how it's going to turn out.
We'll figure it out soon enough.
We'll figure it out, yes. I think we're reaching our mark. This was our first try. 100% probably will upload it. I don't know. We don't even have a channel right now. So I don't even know where we're going to upload it. Is it going to be on Spotify, YouTube? Where do you think we should do it? I don't know where the most views are.
I don't know. I would definitely think probably start with YouTube and then maybe go... Right? Exactly. And maybe, I don't know, social media. I'm not a big fan of other social media.
Well, you can't do that.
I can't do that.
Podcast.
Okay, I guess we'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm pretty sure about 95% it's going to be on YouTube.
But wherever we upload this, if we do decide to do a second one, it'll be in the same place.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like YouTube this one, Spotify the other one. Yeah. This is a very robust way of doing the podcast. If you saw our setup, you would be laughing. But in the future, we will incorporate video in it as well, because if we're gonna put it on YouTube,
maybe later on, let's do a few podcasts like this, and then later on we can do something else, edit it for sure. But we're beginners. As beginners, so let's go from here. And this is never supposed to be something super serious.
Oh yeah, we just thought about it yesterday, and here we are making it.
I'm trying to
spontaneous as you can think of.
It's just like our talks.
Yeah, here we are from cloning to... I don't even know where we ended up. I just want to see
some
dinosaurs.
I know we covered dinosaurs. I want to see that too.
I just want to see dinosaurs. Is that too hard to ask? Okay, well, I think we're hitting our mark.
Yep. Thank you for listening if you made it this far.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you didn't. But here we are. Yeah, maybe like this or comment and tell us if you guys want us to talk about something. then
it makes it a lot easier because
come on, cloning, come on, I would be bored too. But yeah, so next time just put a comment on what you guys want to talk about, and we'll see you guys next week.
Next week, okay.
Yes.
Next week.
Yes, next week. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.